हेलो फ्रेंड्स, कैसे हैं आप लोग। सो फाइनली मैं शेफ का ऑटोमेशन का लास्ट सेशन लेके आया हूँ। So before starting the session, I like to say everyone, please do not subscribe to my channel. Please subscribe to my channel Nirmal Technical and like this video. Thank you all. तो दोस्तों आज मैं आपको पहले एक जो ऑलरेडी मेरे पार्ट 1, पार्ट 2, पार्ट 3, पार्ट 4 शेफ का सेशन देख चुके हैं उनको भी, और जो बंदे या जो पर्सन पहली बार देख रहा है ये, जो कि ये सिर्फ पार्ट 5 होगा मेरा सेशन, उनको भी मैं एक पहले ओवरव्यू दे दूं कि अभी तक मैंने सेफ फूड के बारे में मैंने क्या डिलीवर किया है। तो जैसा कि मैंने आपको लोगों को बताया था कि सेफ इज अ सॉफ्टवेयर कॉन्फ़िगरेशन मैनेजमेंट टूल। ओके, एंड फ्रॉम स्टार्टिंग सेशन 1 टू सेशन 4 मैंने आपके साथ शेयर किया है कि ये हम ऑटोमेशन के पर्पज से यूज करते हैं, जहाँ पे हम सर्वर्स को सॉफ्टवेयर अपडेट करना हो, वटेवर जो हमारा टास्क हो उसको हम इजी वे में करने के लिए एक ऑटोमेशन वे में ये टूल यूज करते हैं। और हमने अभी तक किया क्या है, तो हमने सेफ में मेन 3 कंपोनेंट्स होते हैं जो कि मैंने आपको बताया था: सेफ वर्क स्टेशन, सेफ सर्वर और नोड्स। अच्छा, सेफ वर्क स्टेशन और नोड ये भी एक नोड ही होते हैं। वर्क स्टेशन भी नोड होता है, बट स्पेशली मुझको एक पावर देते हैं पर्टिकुलर नोड को, उसको मैं जैसे सिर्फ वर्क स्टेशन बनाते हैं। और जो नोड्स होते हैं वो उसको वर्क स्टेशन ना बना के हम उसको जनरली नोड रखते हैं। सो अच्छा, ये सेफ वर्क स्टेशन और जो हमारा नोड्स हैं ये आपके ऑन प्रेमिसेस सर्वर हो सकते हैं, लाइक फिजिकल मशीन हो सकती है, आपका खुद का एक पीसी हो सकता है, या आपका वर्चुअल मशीन भी हो सकता है, मतलब कि आपके सर्वर पे जो वीएम्स क्रिएट करते हो वो हो सकते हैं बेस्ड ऑन योर लाइक ऑपरेटिंग सिस्टम, या एक क्लाउड सर्वर भी हो सकता है। तो अभी तक जो मैं आपको भी ना एक ओवरव्यू दे रहा हूँ हमने अभी तक क्या डिलीवर किया है, क्योंकि अभी हमने वो चीज नहीं बताई जो मैं आज आपके साथ शेयर करूंगा। तो मैंने आपको क्या बताया कि सिर्फ पार्ट 1 टू पार्ट 4 मैंने आपके साथ क्या डिलीवर किया। पहले एक ओवरव्यू मैंने आपको दिया कि सिर्फ होता क्या है। उसके बाद हमने मेन 3 कंपोनेंट बताए थे सिर्फ के: एक वर्क स्टेशन, सेफ वर्क स्टेशन, देन सेफ सर्वर, और देन हम नोट्स। तो वर्क स्टेशन और नोट्स ये एक अपनी फिजिकल मशीन हो सकती है, क्लाउड सर्वर हो सकता है, बट क्या है कि सेफ वर्क स्टेशन जो होता है उस पर हम सेफ वर्क स्टेशन डाउनलोड करके उसको एज ए वर्क स्टेशन बनाते हैं। और जो नोट्स नॉर्मली होते हैं जो कि हमारे एक टारगेट नोट्स होते हैं, जो कि हमें सॉफ्टवेयर अपडेट उन पर करना होता है, वट जो भी हमारा रिक्वायर्ड टास्क है, तो हम उस पर करते हैं बट हेल्प ऑफ दिस कंप्लीट सेटअप। और हमने लास्ट सेशन 4 में हमने अभी तक सेफ वर्क स्टेशन और सेफ सर्वर, या वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट पॉइंट, सेफ सर्वर, तो हमने बताया था कि, और हमने लास्ट सेशन में आपको पूरा डिलीवर किया था कैसे सेफ वर्क स्टेशन से सर्वर को कनेक्ट करते हैं और सर्वर से कैसे नोड कनेक्ट करते हैं, ये हमने अभी तक डिलीवर किया। अब आज का जो वीडियो है, सेशन है, बहुत ही इंपॉर्टेंट होने वाला है, क्योंकि आप इसको मैं आपको लाइव दिखाऊंगा कि कैसे ऑटोमेशन काम करता है। अभी तक तो हमने पूरा कंप्लीट सेटअप किया हुआ है। एक बात मैं और दोस्तों कहना चाहूंगा आप लोगों से, आई एम ट्राइंग टू माई बेस्ट टू गिव अ कॉन्सेप्ट इन वेरी क्लियर वे। तो मैं आपको एक कॉन्सेप्ट समझा रहा हूँ कैसे ये काम कर रहा है। ये तो फिर आपके प्रैक्टिस के ऊपर है कि आपने कॉन्सेप्ट समझ में आ गया कैसे काम कर रहा है फिर, क्योंकि आप इफ यू विल डू गूगल, आप गूगल पे करोगे तो आपको बहुत सारी चीज़ें मिलेंगी, अदर प्लेटफॉर्म पे आपको चीज़ें मिलेंगी इसी टूल के बारे में। इट्स नॉट लाइक कि मैंने आपको, ऑनेस्टली बोलना चाहूंगा कि मैं जो आपको दे रहा हूँ ओवर ही समझा रहा हूँ, एक कॉन्सेप्ट जो इसकी बैकबोन है कि कैसे काम करता है, क्या कॉन्सेप्ट है, वो चीज़ समझ में आ जाए, फिर तो आप खुद से अपने आप से मतलब कि चीज़ें यू विल सर्च एंड ट्राई टू समथिंग न्यू विद दिस। लेट से मैंने आपको एक सॉफ्टवेयर इंस्टॉल करके दिखाया, फिर आप उसको 2 से 3 सॉफ्टवेयर एक साथ करके देख सकते हो, यू कैन ट्राई। तो ये मेरा कहना है कि मैं आपको कॉन्सेप्ट समझा रहा हूँ, फर्दर फिर आप उस पर अपने तरीके से चीज़ें ट्राई कर सकते हो। जितना ट्राई करोगे, जितना आप उसको एक्सपोजर करोगे, यू विल लर्न मोर, आई थिंक। सो Now starting today part 5 self automation. Those as I told you in last session 4, I have done complete setup of safe workstation with server and nodes. So before starting this session, one more thing. Firstly, you can see I will do some fire the command on node manually, but don't worry. In the end of this video, I will do completely automation. No worry, I will save it. To get a very clear view, understanding, that's why I'm telling you, I will, in starting, I will do some manual part. But last, I will do it as a automation in automation way. No worry. So before starting, I would like to show you, you can see here, I have already launched 3 instances on Linux server. Okay. First one is Safe Workstation. This is Safe Workstation, and both another 2 nodes as Safe Node 1 and Safe Node 2. These are the nodes. And also I have access all these nodes on 50. So this is Safe Node 2. Don't get it confused. Safe hyphen Node 2. Actually, this is a just code host name. I have just changed. So don't get it. It's Safe Node 2. This is the this net node 2. If you want to verify, so you can verify that private IP 38.112 and 38.112. So this is the safe node 2, and if you see safe node 1 IP private 41.101. So this is the safe node 1, safe node 1. Okay. If you want to, you can see the IP 41.101. So this is the safe node 1. That means I am talking about this node. Okay. And this is the safe workstation. So safe workstation is this is the node. Yeah, this one. Okay, moving forward, all setup is already done in my session 4, and this is session 5, the part 5 of Chef Tool, where I will share with you completely automation. But earlier, as I told you in starting, I will do some manual part. But in at the end of this video, you will get a overview. You will get why I was doing manual. Okay. Finally, I will do that manual part as a automation. Automatically it will happen. But in starting, I will share with you some manual part. But in last, everything will be automation normally. So I have written some commands. Let me tell you and the meaning of the commands. So to see attached connector node to chef server, the command is, and one more thing, what I will do fire the command, I will do fire all the commands from chef workstation except one command, which I have to fire on the nodes, not workstation. So all this command, if you want to see how many nodes are connected to chef server, you can fire the command knife node list. If you want to upload cookbook to chef server, so knife cookbook upload, then cookbook name. If you want to see what cookbook I have uploaded to Chef server, the command is knife cookbook list. And one more thing you can see here, I have written as add run list to node. So let me actually tell you, brief you this point, what is the run list. So might be there are 100 server, okay, and all 100 servers are connected to your Chef server, okay, but there are 50 servers you want to update X software, and there are rest 50 server you want to update the software Y. So run list defines the 50 server where you want to update X. I am just taking example X software. Let's say there is one X software, you want to upload this software, you want to update this software, all 50 nodes. So you have to tell those particular 50 nodes to the run list. Using the run list that I am going to write a code in particular recipe, and then you have to tell you that particular 15 nodes, or you have to add that particular run list where you have written already that software X to be updated. Rest 50 nodes where you want to update software Y. So you have to add that particular run list, a particular recipe where you have written that software Y to be updated to 50 nodes. So what is the concept what I'm telling you? Sometimes you don't want to update all the machine that means starting of server. That to common software. There might be some machines you want to update X. There might be you want to update software Y. There might be some servers you want to update software update Z. So to make this easier way, you have to add run list. You have to add run list that's machine wise. Let's say 15 machines you want to update software X. So you have to run list X, you have to add run list Y, you have to run list Z, depending upon the nodes, whatever you want to update. Hopefully, I think you are getting what is the concept of run list. That's why written here, add run list to node. So I have one more thing here. In automation also, first of all, you have to do completely shut up in proper way. That's why it will be work as a automation in automation. Okay. So you have to actually tell the nodes at the node run list where recipe is written. Okay, in cookbook. The particular nodes, particular actually is code for any software. No worry, where I will do on lab, it will be more clear for you guys. Finally, this command chef client. So after upload cookbook to chef server, then you have to add run list to the nodes, whatever you want to update the software according to recipe. Then after that, you have to run the chef client on node where you want to update the software. So going on our labs, I have to fire all these command our chef workstation except this one. What I told you earlier, this command need to run on the nodes. Okay. So going on chef workstation. Totally there's no worry. I will share with you totally today automation. Okay. So I told you I have to fire all of the commands on chef workstation under the chef repo directory. One more thing, if you are directly watching this videos part 5, uh, skipping all that from part 1 to part 4, might you will not get understand actually what's going on, because you have to first see all that part 1 to part 4, then you can understand what is the chef repo, what is the workstation, what is the chef server, what is the nodes. So I'm requesting you friends, first of all, if you already watched my video on chef part 1 to part 4, then it is okay for you this session. Otherwise, please go and see all the videos from part 1 to part 4. Then you can see this is the and last thing, that this is the last session about chef automation tool. Today it is a fully automation what I'm going to share with you. So you can see there is a one cookbooks directory. So first of all, I have to access this cookbook directory. So cd then cookbooks less. Now let me create a cookbook. So if you remember, the command is chef generate cookbook. and test cookbook. Chef generate cookbook, then test book. Again, I'm telling you, I'm doing this kind of work on the chef workstation, on not on nodes. Node, I have to do fire only one command, chef client. And here, no worry. That command what I will do fire chef client in last on the video. That is a very important thing, interesting thing. I will tell you last that it will be because that is a very very interesting thing. So wait for that. Okay. So chef, Runnet, cookbook and test cookbook. So let me create first one cookbook. Then let me access this cookbook because you, if you remember, uh, for a creation of recipe, you have to access that particular cookbook where you want to create a recipe. So cd test cookbook. Okay, actually, what I for the command? Oh, test cook only. No worry. Whatever you want, you can put here the name. Actually, cookbook, what I was writing in, it was very clear that I am working on cookbooks. That's why. Otherwise, whatever you want to, whatever you want, set the name of cookbook you want, you can do. So cd test cook. Now let me create a recipe to save, generate uh, recipe, recipe name. So test recipe. Okay. Uh, cd double slash. If you want to see, so you need to file the command tree. So you can see here, I have created one. Oh, you can see here. So I have created one test cookbook, and that recipe name is test recipe. Okay, so let me do write something code in this test recipe. So what is the process here? So vi that path your recipe. So test cook. So what is the actually how we come to know that path? So vi then this test cookbook name. Okay, then slash, then recipes. Okay, then recipe name. So before firing this command, let me tell you. Actually, now I'm going to create a one file. I am going to create a one file, simple file creation, top level directory, then file name in Nirmal. And I want to do this file should be create on all the nodes. Okay. So before doing this, also I will share with you to verify what I'm doing actually. If you want to see uh, ls, you can see there is no any file named with Nirmal. Just to verify whether I am going to do what I am going to share with you. These are the nodes where you can see ls, then slash. You can see there is no any file named Nirmal. It is on actually chef node to simply and similar way. I will also show you on for chef node 1. So ls, you can see also here there is no any file name Nirmal. So I will not do create a file Nirmal on both nodes manually, but this file we created using help of automation tool chef workstation, because I am going to create a file here on workstation, our workstation this. I I will do here from workstation, but this file will be created on all the nodes, which nodes are connected. So I have two nodes, so file will be created on both nodes. But I will not do create this file manually by one node. Again, I'm telling you, please try to get it understand. I will create a file, top level directory, Nirmal name file using this safe workstation automation tool. But I will not create this file one by one node, but it will be created. So open, press I on your system insert mode. So I will write here the code now, file, and no worry, I will share this command on our video. So safe file. Okay, this is our, don't get it confused. This is our workstation. So file, then top level directory and normal do. So what is this meaning? That means file, please make a file name normal do. So what will be action? So in action, I have to create this file. So create, create and end. Simply what I told you just starting of the session. I am trying to give an overview concept clearly. If you will, you guys know that if you have a concept for anything in very clear way, so you can explore you based on your practice. But concept should be very clear. Okay. Simply, I have written actually what I did now till I have created a one cookbook, test cook and recipe, test recipe. Under this recipe, I have written a one code to create a file under root directory Nirmal name file for both the nodes. Press WQ. Okay, and enter. Now, as I told you, for any recipe where you written the code, to get it implemented on the nodes, first of all, you have to upload this recipe. So when I'm talking about recipe, that means you have to upload the cookbook where you written that recipe to the chef server. Then it will be implemented on the nodes. So what is the command first? Cookbook, knife, cookbook, upload cookbook name. So knife, book, knife, cookbook, upload, then cookbook name. So don't get it confused. This should be fixed always time. Knife, cookbook, upload, then cookbook name. So what is the cookbook name? Test cook actually. For the command, you can see uploading test cook. It will take some time actually. Okay, let me tell you what is the problem with this command. I will tell you. Not the problem with this command. Okay, what happened that time? Actually, I fired the command under the cookbook directory. But remember, all these commands, after creation recipe under cookbook, you have to fire the command only the chef dash and chef dash repo directory. So to ls, then access this chef repo directory. Now you have to upload this cookbook knife cookbook. If you want to see the command is written here, knife cookbook upload cookbook name. So cook test cook actually. See, this is the actually cookbooks directory, but I have created that cookbook under this directory. So don't get it confused actually this. That is the cookbooks directory. Whenever you want to create any cookbook, you have to access this cookbooks, then create a cookbook under this directory. Then you have to access that particular cookbook, what I just shared with you earlier, and create recipe. Finally, if then for upload cookbook to chef server, you have to come back to this chef repo directory. So knife, cookbook, upload and test cook. See, this time uploaded one cookbook. If you want to see the command, so knife, cookbook list. You can see here, test cook. This is the old or actually old cookbook. Don't get okay. Let me delete this, otherwise it will confuse you. Might be confused. Not sure. Knife, cookbook, delete, and this cookbook name. Yes. Okay. Now for the command. So friends, till now I have uploaded that cookbook to our chef server. If you want to see, I will share with you also. Go here. Uh, this you can see here. Cookbook has been uploaded to this chef server. What is the cookbook name? Test cook. So till now, so what is the process to get it implemented now on the nodes? So after cookbook upload to chef server, my cookbook list. Now I have to add the run list. What I told you just earlier, there actually the reason why I have to added run list to the nodes. So example I have already shared with you, like there are 100 server, 500 server. So I have to define which code should be run on the which nodes. So what is the command? Knife node run list. Knife, oh, knife node run list set, then node name. So what is the node name? What is our node names? So here you can see chef node 1, chef node 2, chef node 1. And again one more thing. If you want to see what nodes are connected to our chef server, so knife node list, you can see here chef node 1 and chef node 2. So I have to add this run list to our chef node 1. What are the nodes? Chef node 1 and chef node 2. So what is the actually run list? There is a cookbooks recipe. So knife node run list. Then set node name. So chef node 1 that recipe name. What I have just created in our chef workstation. So cook test cook actually, sorry, test cook double colon recipe RECIPE. What is the recipe name actually? Test recipe. And water comma close. So again, what I'm doing here, I am going to add this run list to our nodes. Whatever, let's say there are 50 nodes. If I will add this run list to our 40 nodes, so this recipe will be applicable for the 40 nodes only. I believe you are getting the point. What is the concept of node run list? If I want to this run the code what I have written under this recipe to run on the only 10 nodes. So I have to add this run list to only the particular 10 node by this command. Okay, fire this command. You can see chef node 1 run list. I will do the for the secondary node as well. This and very interesting. If you want to see, I can see you on the chef server. This run list. For chef node 1, what is the run list? Test cookbook, then test recipe. Yes, actually that was not refreshed because I have deleted just one test cookbooks. Now it is fine. Test chef node 1, the what is the run list? Test cook and test recipe. What I have done earlier, just chef node 1, this one, test cook and test recipe. Test cook and test recipe for the similar way, chef node 1, test cook and test recipe. So now finally this run list has been added to our both nodes. Finally, what I will do, I have to fire this command chef client. What I actually written in that our code, I am going to just create a Nirmal name directory. Actually Nirmal name file under this top level directory means root directory. Friends, again I am going to share with you. Are you able to see anyone that Nirmal file? No, you can see here. No, there is file of Nirmal name. Okay, that is chef not to similar way. I am going to share with you on also chef node 1. But once I fire the command chef client to get it implemented the codes what I uploaded to our chef server, you have to fire the command chef client on every nodes. So I have two nodes, so I will do fire on the both nodes. Control L, fire. You can see here infra phase starting, and also I will do on that this node as well. And also you can see here create new file under top level directory Nirmal running handlers complete, infra page complete, one by one resources updated in 8 seconds. Because I just created one file. That means I have done only one task. So which is successfully implemented on these nodes. And also it should be on this node as well. So friends, I believe you have understanding what is automation in chef orchestration because I have not created any file. I just fired the command chef client. If you want to see now, fire the command ls /. You can see your friends file Nirmal is has been successfully created. And same way, it will be also done on this node. Why it is got stuck? Okay, let me take a duplicate session for this. Let me close it. C2 hyphen user. Sudo. Let me do login and booting up. Okay. You can see, actually, I think command has been successfully implemented, but that it got stuck to some any reason. So you can see now Nirmal file has been successfully also created on chef node 2 and chef node 1. But dears, one question can come in your mind. If not, then I will tell you. It is not fully automated. Can you tell me anyone? No, you cannot tell me because this is not live video. I will upload it later. Okay, let me tell you. Let's say there are two nodes. So I am going self client fire on every node to get it implemented. What I have written that code in SAP. But in that condition, if there are 100 nodes, 500 nodes, 1000 nodes, node that means server. So what I will do? I have to fire the command self client on every node one by one, one by one, one by one, one by one. Then it is not fully automation. How it is automation? If I am doing, so what is the concept? I think you will get to understand. First of all, if you want to like update any software, so first of all you have to run you have to create a cookbook, then you have to create a recipe and you have to write down the code. Okay, then you have to upload that recipe to that self server. What is the command of that? Knife cookbook upload cookbook name. Okay, then which node you want to update that software what you have just written at that recipe to add the run list to particular nodes. So knife node run list and then set on that particular node name and recipe path. Okay, after that you have to run the command simply chef client on. So these commands we have to fire on the chef workstation, but for this command, chef client, we have to fire on the node. But friends, it is possible for 2 or 5 nodes, 10 nodes, maximum 50 nodes. But if I'm talking about 500 nodes, 1000 nodes, so how it is possible? It is a very challenging thing. I have to fire the command chef client on every node, one by one, one by one, one by one. Then might be you can think it is not fully automation. This is the point what I told you in just starting of the session. In last till the video, I will do everything in automation. Okay. So what I'm doing chef client, the chef client, the command run on every node, I will do automate it. How? So there is a one feature on the Linux server actually. Okay. So first I have to do, but once time you have to do on every node, once time only. Okay. So actually there is a one, actually you can say special feature on that Linux server. So there is a one path, one file, vi etc crontab. Press I on a system. Now friends, what I am doing the fire the command chef client on every node to get it implemented. I will not do fire. I will do this command in automate. I want this command to run automatically on every node. What I will do, define the time actually. I have to set the define time only and it will run automatically on node. What I will define the time. So you can see on my screen, this is the shell scripting actually on Linux. So what is the user? User will be root and you can see here, this is the minute, hour, day, month and minute, hour, day and month and day of week. So every command, whatever you want to run on your server, Linux server actually. Okay. So I want to run this command. Which command? Chef client automatically. I don't want to fire this command every time. So if you want to run the command every minute, every second, so you have to set just periodically. Actually, you have to set that time periodically. After that, it will run automatically this command. So here can see this star denotes to minutes, and this star denotes to hour. This star denotes to day of month. This star denotes to month, and this star day of week. So what is the format of this to be command? You can see if you see here, then star, then username, then command to be executed. What command you want to run? So I will write here in this format star, then star, then star, then star, then star. So the first star denotes to minute. So every minute, every hour, every day, every month, on every day of week, I want to run this command. Which command? And firstly, which user? So user will be root, and that command to be executed. Now that point, what command you want to run? So chef client, I want to run this command automatically. Chef, this is the main actually the part. Finally, that what I was doing previously, but I will make it in automation way. Okay, chef client, then press ESC on your system, press WQ and enter. Okay, same thing I will do on node 2. So which nodes you want to this automate this run command? You have to do once time every nodes. After that, you have don't need to worry. Okay, so go under chef node 2 and okay, open insert mode, then star. If let's say if you want to run this command after 2 minutes, so you have to write this like this. But I have to run this command every minute, every hour, every day of month, and every day of week. Then user root and command is chef client. Press WQ and fire. Okay, friends. Now I have done it totally automate. Just I have to changes in our recipe. I have to upload this cookbook to our server, chef server, and don't need to worry that Ryan fire the command chef client. It will do automatically. So let's, you are seeing here, there is one file Nirmal. So what I will do, I will have to, I just want to delete this file on both nodes. So just change the recipe on your workstation. So, so to access this recipe, first access our the cookbook directory, cd cookbooks, ls, cd then test cook. Okay, vi, then cookbook name. So see friends, this is actually cookbook's directory and this is the cookbook name. Okay, so vi test, but whenever you want to create a cookbook, so you have to access your cookbooks directory. Whenever you want to create a recipe, then you have to access your cookbooks. Okay, or whenever you want to write down something in recipe, so you have to access your cookbook, actually your cookbooks directory, and then you can write whatever you write a code for your requirement. So vi test cook, then okay, for the command tree, it will be very simply for you. So vi, then your cookbook name, test cook, then recipes. So this is the simple process what I'm if you want to, if you like feel, if you think something hard, so just put here recipes and recipe name and press enter. So now I will to delete this. Press I D E L E T E. First of all, what I did, I just created a file top level directory Nirmal name. Now I'm going to delete this. Okay. W2. But remember, any changes what you have done in your recipe, you have to upload that cookbook to your server. That means chef server. Then it will be implemented. Otherwise, it will not be implemented because chef server does not know what you have done, just changes in your recipe. Once you have done changes in your recipe or once you created new recipe, whatever, you have to upload this recipe, whatever you have changed or whatever you created a new recipe, you chef server, then it will be implemented. So what is the command to go back to again? So cook book knife cookbook upload test cook, and guess what will be the happen now? After 1 minute, you cannot be able to see this Nirmal file. Okay, and this time I will not fire command chef client. See magic. Just fire the command here. After 1 minute, you cannot be able to see this file. Yes. After 1 minute, you can see. Now you cannot be able to see Nirmal file. Same, you can see also on chef note 2. Because now, friend, it is fully automation. Whatever you will do change in your recipe, it will be automatically implemented on notes. Just you have to upload that recipe to chef server. And let me take one other example. After that, I will finish this session, and this is the final, and this is the last session about chef, and this is the last, and that is chef part 5. Okay. Now I want to make both nodes, chef node 1, chef node 2, as a web server. So what I will do, I will actually install you can see I have also written this automation via etc crontab 5 star good, then chef client. Okay. So I will do firstly what I will do, I will actually HTTP installation. So I will do one package install. So in Linux, if I'm talking about software, so here in Linux terminal, actually here in Linux operating system, I use generally word package. So I will install one HTTPD package, action install, then I will create a file index.html, and what I will do, write down content. I will write down content. I love my India. Then service HTTPD I will enable and start simply. So what I will do, I will create a new actually test cookbook and recipe, because I will not to change in that content. I will just create a new test cookbook and recipe. If you want, friends, I can do same in that recipe, but I will create a first new cookbook and direct recipe. So again telling you everything what you need to do and command CLI base, you have to do on safe orchestration. You will not touch any node right now. Just for verification, you can see node what I implemented. So now again I have to access first our cookbooks directory, cd cookbooks. Let me create a new cookbook. So chef generate cookbook, and now I will write down here web server. Chef generate cookbook web server. Okay. Now for creation of recipe, so what I told you, I have to access this cookbook. So cd chef server, chef generate recipe, then recipe name, then recipe name. So what is the recipe name? I will take a same recipe, web server. The concept should be clear. Again, I'm telling you, friends. If concept clear, then You can do everything. You can write. You can try like more things in a way if you have your concept with clear. So whatever I am just putting the name only. Whatever you want to put the name of cookbook name, recipe name, you can do. L, I, P, N, M, N, everything you can do. Just this concept would be clear. So self generate recipe and recipe name. So that is recipe name web server. So go back. Okay. So let me open that our recipe. So again, fire the command tree. Now you can see web server. So vi that cookbook name web server, then slash recipes, then slash recipe name actually. Okay. Enter. Again, same process. This is the, again remember. Now I have created a new cookbooks. Okay. Press on your system and I insert mode and copy this content Ruby file. So I have already described what I'm going to do. So if I just write down this. So one package I want to install std package install. Then I want to create a file under top level directory var www.html index.html and what I need to write the content in that file. So I want to write actually I want to write the content in that particular file index.html. I love my India. Then I have to start that Apache server. Okay, WQ. Friends, can you tell me anyone what I will do now? I have to upload this new recipe to our safe server. So knife. So let me come back again. As I told you, just after creation recipe and write down the code, you have to fire all the command down under safe repo directory. Knife, cookbook, upload, and then cookbook name. So web server. Friends, before execution this command, I will tell you. Now these nodes. Now these nodes will act as a web server. And when I will take this public IP and fire on this Internet Explorer, you will be able to see the output. I love my India. Okay, let me do it. So for this successful implementation, first need to upload this cookbook our safe server. So now cookbook upload web server, uploading web server where it is uploading to safe server. If you want to see web server has been successfully uploaded to this safe server. Friends, now again, I don't need to fire the command safe client. It is fully automated. After 1 minute, take this public IP and fire on this. Don't worry, after 1 minute, after 1 minute, we will be able to see the output. Oh, I just missed one step. Actually, I have uploaded the that new recipe what I created to Chef server, but I did not attach the run list. That is the problem actually. My mistake. So, as I told you, if I will not attach this recipe because save server I already uploaded this recipe, but save server save server does not know actually this recipe should be implemented on the nodes. So what I have to do? Knife node run list set node name save node 1 then recipe. This is the command actually. Knife node let's set save node recipe. So what is the cookbook name? Web server double colon and recipe name web server. Both name actually I have taken same for cookbook and recipe. Again telling you friend, I missed the one step, but let me tell you. Once you uploaded if you created a new recipe, so you have to upload the save server. Also, you have to tell, or you can say you have to add this recipe run list to nodes to get it implemented. This can be only possible to automation that implemented. Otherwise, save server does not know to get this run list recipe implemented on the nodes. So knife node run list set save node 1 actually. Same I will do for also save node 2. What happened? Knife node run list set set node 1 recipe with server with server. Let me duplicate session. I don't know why it's getting stuck to command. Knife node run list set chef node 1 then recipe name web server double colon web server. Okay, might be that term our server did not respond properly. Is it also machine error? Machine anytime can get stuck or some problem can trigger. Okay, now it will see after 1 minute. Yes, you can see here. I love my India. If I take that secondary node copy, if I will take the secondary node public IP and let me fire on this. Hmm. Let me check if I have connected the successfully our shift node to night mode run shift node to SCP web server. Yes, it is also successfully running. So friends, you can see now it is fully automation. What I'm doing here, I will just changes in first recipe. It will automatically, it is actually it get automatically implemented on both nodes. And when I created new recipe, I make it a web server, so it auto get means it automatically implemented on both nodes. So brands, I tried to like deliver everything about Chef, at least how a setup of workstation, server, nodes, and how I can do fully automation. So first of all, in starting of this session, I was firing the command Chef client on every nodes, but believe, but think if there are 500,000 nodes, you have to fire the command Chef client on every node. So I have done it also in automation. Just open that file via etc crontab. So friends, now please watch this video and enjoy this and learn, because keeping learning is a very good thing in every person life, I believe. And thank you all. Bye bye. And this is the last session of Chef server automation. And on next session, I will be back with any new topic, but it will be shared on when I will come with new session.